Hey, Lindsey Moree here, an artist with Maskcara Beauty. Wanted to share with you all some great tips and tricks for the ladies that wear glasses. Sometimes we feel like our makeup doesn't stay underneath our eyes or it rubs off of our nose. So I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks to help that do a quick fix and stay all day. And then also sometimes we feel like our eyes are hidden behind our frames. And so I'm gonna give you some eyeshadow tips and brow tips to make that pop. So you can see my light's reflecting here in my glasses. So I'm gonna take them off, but I wanted you all to see that I'm a legit eyeglass wearer. And I'm a mom, so I'm also multitasking. So you may hear a little bit of my laundry going on in the background. So just so we know. All right, so starting out, the main thing is to prime your face. So you want to have something that's going to help the makeup stay in place and give it longevity throughout the day. So I recommend our Stay Spray. The bottle's being revamped and it'll be back in summer of this year, mid-June. So make sure your artist is aware that you are wanting this product and you can get on the list for when it's available. I have my Perfector sponge here and I'm just gonna spray a few squirts of that Stay Spray on my Perfector sponge and apply it to my face. You can spray it directly on your face, but I prefer spraying my Perfector sponge and really getting it in there, okay? Then you have your handy dandy compact. I'm using the triple decker and I have all my goodies in there. So I'm gonna do my makeup just as normal. We're gonna apply our colors. So I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of color correcting first under my eye. Whenever you're getting color matched, for you ladies that wear glasses, make sure you take your glasses off because sometimes that can cause shadows and we can't see any discoloration for the color match, so that's really important. I'm taking Sunlit because I've got some purple tones and I'm color correcting with it. And a little bit goes a long way, just in that area. And then I also like to use this color as the base for my lids. You can see I've got some purple coloring there. So I just like to do a really light application over my eye with that as well. We're gonna do our brows too, because that is so important to frame your face. When you do your brows, it makes it pop above your frames and really brings the eye in. So that's really cool. Okay, so all we've done is add our brightening, color correcting shade under our eye. Now we're going to go in with the Hotline brush. Hotline brush should be in everyone's collection for sure. It is an incredible brush. It has a spoolie end for combing through your brows, your lashes, and then it has a more angled end that is perfect for giving those hair-like strokes into your brows. So we'll take the spoolie end first, and we're just gonna kind of comb it through the brow to get it in position, because mine have a mind of their own and do all the things. And then I'm gonna use a contour color. Some ladies like to use contour, some ladies like to use an eyeshadow. That's your choice, whatever you prefer. I like the contour because it acts as a pomade and holds my brow in place a little bit better. So I'm gonna take the angled end and I'm going right into shadow contour. And I like to use shadow for myself because it's a cooler toned and it's the perfect fill-in for me. So all I do is I have my brows mapped. So they start at the edge of my nose, they arch over the middle of my brow, middle of my eye, the corner of my nose, and they end from the edge of my nose to the corner of my eye. That's what mapping is. So I just like to take the contour and follow along the lower outline of my brow. And that works for me for filling in. This is such an important part because it really does complete your look. So many times we're like, oh, I don't need to do that. Like, that's just an extra step. It's so quick and easy because everything's in one compact. And the benefits of it are just so great. I'm gonna show you all the difference. I'll just do one brow for now and we'll complete everything. Then we'll go back and finish the second brow after so you can see what an impact it makes. You can already see right now, this one is so much more put together and looks fuller. And this one is so much more sparse. So we'll just play along and see what happens and see what you guys think. All right. We'll do an eyeshadow look. So I'm just gonna use my neutral palette here. I've got some of my favorite everyday colors, and I'm gonna show you how to apply it a little bit higher. I have hooded eyes, and so I'm gonna apply it a little bit higher over my crease so that it pops from behind my rims. That's what we'll say. So for my transition crease color, I'm gonna actually use Zion. And Zion is just this beautiful brick kind of clay color. And I'm holding my brush further back. I'm using the eyeshadow everything, and I'm just windshield wipering that right over my crease, and then doing a little bit of a softer circle as I get to the outer part of my lid, just to kind of fan it out a little bit. Okay, so that is Zion. We'll do the same thing here. Just adding that right in. I feel like this is a color that everyone should have in their palette. It works with so many different skin tones and eye colors. And then I'm just gonna carry a little bit down there at the bottom, okay? Then I'm gonna go in with the blend and tap brush, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Bubba. And I'm gonna add Bubba right to my lower lid. Okay. This is almost like an ombre monochromatic right now. We're very much in the same family. We use Zion and Bubba, okay? And then I'm gonna take the fluffy end of my brush, and I'm gonna go right into Valencia. And I'm just gonna take it right above that Zion and kind of soften that line, okay? Again, holding my brush further back to give me a little bit more control. That just softens everything up so nicely. Okay, we're gonna take the smaller end of this brush, and we're gonna go right into Sabrina. Just a really nice, bright, neutral shimmer cream color, almost like champagne. We're gonna add that right into the inside corner of our eye, just to brighten. You can carry that underneath a little bit too if you'd like. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow colors. I feel like it's so good for so many different palettes, and just for brightening in that inside corner. Okay, then we're gonna take a little bit of Cocoa, which is a brown, and we're going to deepen our outside crease a little bit with it. And I'm just doing a V right into the crease and then right along my lash line. And then I'm gonna kind of smoke that out a little bit with the fluffy end of this brush, just to blend it. And again, y'all, I'm not wearing contacts or glasses, so just doing this out of my phone to record this, so bear with me. So again, Cocoa here and here, and then blend it out. Okay, so perfect. That's just a really simple eye look. Now we're gonna flip back to our top layer and finish our face. So I'm gonna use the Buffy brush because I am mature skin, and I just like the coverage of a fuller look. So I'm using the bigger end of the Buffy brush, picking up my all over color, and I'm just gonna tap that right into my face. Remember that we primed our face with the Stay Spray to give us a really nice base for our application. I like to do my eye makeup first. It's another thing too with wearing glasses. I like to do my eye makeup first because sometimes you can get that excess powder that falls under. And so when I use the Buffy brush and I can cut with it along the eye, it sharpens my eyeshadow. And looks like I did all that on purpose. And then we'll go above our brows like a palm tree around our mouth. Normal stuff. Now we're gonna brighten. So I like a brighter look. I'm gonna use linen highlight for my highlighter. And I'm just gonna put a little bit underneath my eye and go down into that V. And you can see how rested and how bright and how that brings the light into the center of our face. Such a cool trick. And then down my nose, here in the center, here, and just a little bit between my brows. Okay, now we need to do our contour. And so for contour, I actually use a warmer color. I'm gonna go in with indigo. And let's see if I can do this without getting into my hair and see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put a little bit of indigo up here. And then right underneath my jaw, not jaw, cheekbone. On each side. And then I use shadow contour for my nose. It's just my personal preference. So I'm gonna pick that up using a Detail HAC brush. Run shadow down both sides of my nose. And then with what's left, I'll just do my jawline. Okay. And then why not? What's here? Let's turn a little bit underneath our lip. So this is kind of like a detail hack for you glasses wearing ladies. All right, we're just gonna blend everything out with the detail hack too. So I'm just gonna start up here at the top, and I'm just gonna kind of work that color into my hairline a little bit. Blend it out nicely into that brightening shade that we did the kind of the fork with. Okay, and then we want to blend up here so we don't lose the lift. You don't want to blend down. And then go right into your brightening shade and blend it out. The main thing is we blend so well because we don't want to show texture for having too much product, but we still want to have the best coverage. So blend that, and then blend this brightening shade down into it again. Sides of our nose. And then our jawline. Okay, so we've already created a really nice brightness to the center of our face. So that's gonna bring the eye in. So now I'm just gonna add my glasses just to show you. I'll try to stay below the light so you can see. So you can see how much cleaner this brow looks and how much more defined and how much more that it really brings attention in. It draws your eye in. This looks a little unfinished and a little unkept. So let's fix that brow before we go any further so you guys can see what the finished product looks like. We're just gonna pick up shadow again. Brush through that brow because I might have gotten a little crazy in the meantime, and just do the outline of the bottom because I do have a matte, and then the top. You can see how easy this applies, and it doesn't rub off. It takes little to no time at all. It gives you such a greater finish and finished look. I'm here for it. All right, now let's just add a little bit of our blush color, and then we're gonna finish up. So I'm using Ballerina for my cheeks. I'm using the BBF brush to apply. Just a really nice, soft, neutral color. Okay. You got that on. Now, when it comes to glasses, so our glasses are gonna sit on the bridge of our nose. They may rub underneath here. So we really wanna set our face. What I recommend for setting our face is a loose powder. We have an excellent powder called Vanilla Dust from Maskcara. find it. I've got it here. And it can be turned into a loose powder if you want by scraping it. You can also use, like normal, use your B² brush and really, just get in there and pick up the powder and load your brush, and you can tap that in. I always recommend tapping. You want to tap it in because you don't want things to settle, and you really want to give yourself a really nice surface, more matte. A lot of times the cream colors, are creamy, and so they give a more dewy finish. For a lot of the ladies that wear glasses, they prefer a more matte finish so they don't feel like their makeup is sticking to their glasses, and things like that. So again, same thing here. I've taken just the B² brush, loaded it, and I'm just tapping that color in underneath here. Okay. Another thing you can do if you don't want to use the pressed powder is using the air spun. So I have a little bit of air spun loose in the top. I have my perfector sponge that is a little damp still from my Stay Spray, and I'm just going to go right into the lid and pick up that, and I'm just going to tap that into my face with that Stay Spray, and it's really going to help my makeup sit well. It's going to give me that staying power. You can also take, the more pointed end that has this to get into the detail areas and really bake that to give you more coverage. And then I also do the same thing just around my mouth in the lower part of my face where I may be touching more throughout the day. Phone may hit at work. Same thing. And I am combo oily skin, so this works for those ladies as well. So that's another application trick for glasses. And then also, you can finish by just misting the Stay Spray directly onto your face. I love doing that, especially the one that has the 30 SPF in it. It's my go-to, and because our makeup does not have sunscreen. So I'll spray this under my face and then on top. And y'all, it's the real deal. It made it through the summer with me last year and did all the things. It was the best. So let's just finish up. I'm gonna do a little bit of a lip. Just gonna line my lips with indigo contour. That's another thing. So you can do a lip color that's a little bit more bold or neutral, just as long as you're bringing attention here. That will minimize your glasses if you're not wanting to draw attention to them. All right, we're all lined. I'm gonna we'll do a bold lip. I'm gonna go in with Saffron. Saffron's this beauty here. Let's pick her up. I love a good red. Perfect. So Saffron's beautiful by herself. I'm gonna add a little bit of, let's add a little bit of Cindy to it, just to soften the center. I love that I can create custom colors. Okay, now we just need to illuminate because we want to shine bright. I'm going to use a little bit of glazing with that BBF brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit small end and add just the tip of my nose. I'm going to use the fluffier end and sweep a little bit right over my cheek. Like so. Just going to blend that out a little bit. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of glazing just with my fingertip and add it right into my lip to create another fun customized color that I just love. All right, so that is the quick and easy for wearing glasses, setting your face, priming your face, application techniques for eyes, doing your brows, bold lip. You ladies got this. Just because we wear glasses doesn't mean we can't have fun. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me or your artist. And I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks.